I have no words. It's just absolutely stunning. Welcome, my friends, to the Stanley Parable 2. Now, in the previous two videos, we have taken a look at what could have been the Stanley Parable 2, but for now we're going to play the game for realsies. So without further ado, let's jump into it and see what the Stanley Parable 2 has to offer to us. How different could it be from the original experience?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
The Stanley
Something
Parable
he would
2.
never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so welcome one and all to the Stanley Parable 2. Now with white balloons and a balloon on the ceiling because
all of his
why not?
coworkers had gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh man, look at this bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
This bucket will truly aid me in my adventures in this new game. And look at this room. The new contents was originally room 416, which was fascinating. And look at this, even the new office has got balloons.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, but I still don't feel like entering through the door on my left.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yeah,
and
it was.
It was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Very insightful. Thank you, bucket.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Hey, wait a minute.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Now you can't diss the bucket just like that. That's incredibly rude of you.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay.
Good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
Oh.
There's something up there I need you to do.
Oh, I
Stanley
see.
did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
I
It
see
should
this
have
new
alarmed
thing.
him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to
Hey, I
think
see a
about
new
this
platform
obvious
there.
thing.
How do you even
He
get?
was firmly convinced
how do you
that the bucket
get there?
had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly
Oh, there's a
did
new platform
whatever
there
the
as well.
bucket asked.
Oh, can we jump down here? Yes, we can still jump down here. And the narrator stays silent about what is about to happen here. I think we all know what's going to happen here, but the narrator doesn't want to say
No,
it.
stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point."
Hey!
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
Okay.
So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay. Why am I forbidden to bring a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This
Yes,
should
pretty
tell us
simple.
everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
let's
so.
begin.
Is this a bucket? This...
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No, it's not. It's very clearly not a bucket.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Cool, I guess. Yeah, this
Item
definitely...
2. Is this a bucket?
No, it's your hologram.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay...
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No, it is clearly a 3D printed model, right?
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yeah, this is a bucket.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. This was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
I mean, technically it is a bucket, it can scoop things up.
Is
So
this a bucket?
yeah, I mean technically it is, right?
Correct. This is a bucket.
Okay.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No, it's not. Who says it's a bucket?
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
How's it both? What the nuts?
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
How... Can't you just spawn something in? Is this a bucket? No.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless... Is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Why not? Technically there is no definition of bucket, right? I mean I can just hold a cup, right? And I could say that it's a bucket because technically a bucket is technically a container, right? And a cup is a container that can contain things just like a bucket or pail. So who knows?
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Maybe.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
Oh,
I
no.
can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No.
Okay.
Please don't.
Here we go.
No, my precious bucket. No, not my
What
bucket.
happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea.
Wait, so you are not a bucket?
Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
No, I'm
Oh, this is
Calplus.
wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? and we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what a bucket is and isn't at any time, right? So, let's give it a go. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Stanley Parable 2, and today we're going to
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
we're going to go ahead and find our
Stanley
co-workers and we're going
decided
to collect
go
the
meeting
buckets.
room. Perhaps he had simply... Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Yeah.
Stanley clutched the
No.
bucket tightly to his... This
Nope,
was
okay.
not the correct way to the meeting
We're
room.
going to go and
But
we do the
Stanley
exact
had
same
felt the
thing and
bucket
see if
calling
that
to
changes
him,
anything.
telling him,
Somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh. Oh, so that is how you get down here. I see. Fascinating. What's on the other side of this actually? Oh. Yep.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Are you kidding me? Why? Okay, I'm not going to question anything. Anyway, I believe we're still going to fall to our death. I'm not sure why we aren't falling. Why this thing doesn't collapse and make us fall to our death right now. But let's just go through this very clearly man-sized vent and see what lies at the other side of the vent. Oh, the vent led to a drop here. Okay, let's see what lies here. Nothing. Oh, okay, I guess there's no way but up. What? Oh, these are cassette tapes. I see. I wonder what this is.
Okay, this is day number 295, tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore.
I can't move or control
The
anything.
longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
Okay, so clearly that scene was unkind to OBS, and I don't think it recorded anything, but okay, I'm going to see whether I can smuggle the bucket here again.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You
Oh
see,
my
there's
God.
a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Yeah, okay,
Stanley,
fine.
how could you think it was okay to bring
No.
the bucket here? Unless... What if the problem is that you...
No, we're repeating this ending again. Let's restart the Stanley Parable 2, shall we? Okay, let's actually follow through this time and take the elevator
No,
all the way to
said
the end.
bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes.
Oh, we could
Go
fall to our
there.
death.
Go
That's
to the
fine.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So
Aw.
he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Oh, such a sweet ending. But yeah, we're actually going to go through the bucket this time.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around.
Oh, wait, no. Something isn't right this time. No. Something isn't right. So this is where I pick up the bucket, right? And normally after I turn left, there'll be the option of 2 doors, but now it just doesn't lead there. It leads to this strange, mysterious room. Room 452 with the 2 being... Oh, the last numbers are just weirdly... Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the
Okay,
correct
I
way to the
guess.
meeting room. But Stanley
what?
had felt the bucket call,
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Indeed. But now, I also want to see what lies at the end here, but this
In
time with my
here,
bucket.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
I mean, this room is quite well lit, if you ask me, so... Oh, never mind, this room is dark. Oh,
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
okay. I know this ending.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Hey, wait a minute.
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Okay. Should I be concerned? I can't even open this door. So what is supposed to be going on here? Oh great, now all the doors are closed. I suppose it's a puzzle that I have to figure out, ain't it? Also, what's up with this clock? It's just at 00. Eh. Seriously, am I just stuck here forever? Or am I supposed to... Oh, my bucket! Hello Stanley, it's me, your bucket. Press R to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
You sure about that?
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me. Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Wait, did someone say something? Cause I can't hear what he's saying. Don't listen to a loud man. Press L for us to go back home. What loud man? I don't know what you're talking about.
You see, he's not listening.
He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Press Z to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Yes, I will succumb my life to this bucket. All hail the bucket.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley?
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Press Z to relive the same day with me over and over. Yes, we shall gladly give our life to the one and our only savior, the bucket.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Press I to go home to work to home to work to home. Okay.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
No.
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
Go back to work, Stanley. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Yay, there you are.
Bucket.
Before ending this video, I want to go through the the proper ending. But with the bucket this time and see whether anything changes for us. Oh. Trust the completionist instinct. How can we find... What we know, small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There was no memo for management. I did not expect to stay here in the meeting room. Agenda, how can you tell you spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? There will be a reward for finding them all. Hey, wait a minute, stay. So someone lied to me and... Oh, we can find all the 6 buckets. Huh. So we found 2 of them already. Inside a secret exhibit, a large room with lots of boxes. We've done that already. Stairs, something to do with stairs. I think I know where that is. Somewhere both red and blue. There's only one place, I believe. Here, fireplace, also only one place. A private but smelly place for an important person. Okay, I think I know where that is. Oh, the broom closet ending. You know what? Let's go in here. And can you place a bucket here?
Can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Yeah, it wants a bucket.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Yeah.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, Now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends, that your relationship is purely superficial and convenient, that your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Okay, so Broom Closet, I want you to know that as much as I really love this bucket and as much as I want to give it to you, actually,
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, Broom Closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
I was going to give the bucket to you, but I guess
All
this
right,
works.
I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket." There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Okay, but how do you put the second sticker underneath the first sticker with... I'm not going to question anything, but Broom Closet, I want you to note that...
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
I was going to tell the Broom Closet that I was going to give it my bucket, but can we just can I just put down my bucket here? I really don't like the bucket. The bucket kind of sucks. Okay, screw you. Since clearly nothing else I can do to Broom Closet. Okay, screw you, Broom Closet. You're clearly useless.
Coming to a
Okay.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I know this is another ending, but there we go. There's a figurine.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
I don't really like that, but sure, I guess. Anyway, we're not going to go to do this ending. Like I said, we're going to do the original ending. But there's another bucket inside the boss toilet, and I know where that is, so let's go up there. It's right here. Executive bathroom. And it opens outwards. Outstanding. To be rich is a crime to commit crimes. Isn't it rich? What a life it will be to have to just pick one. I don't care, just a
I'm
figurine.
going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Nah. Anyway, I'm pretty sure there's one more inside the boss office. It's supposed to be near a fireplace, ain't it?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned.
Okay, yeah. The password is 2845.
Crushed
We all
by
know
the
that.
weight of- But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Maybe.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Maybe. Oh, there isn't a figurine here. Okay, I guess. Let's just complete the ending and see how it goes. Oh wait, hang on. There's also a button that goes up. I don't think that was in the original game, was it? I don't know.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I mean, I know how this ending works, so you don't have to comfort
Stanley
me,
and the bucket
Bucket.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Yeah, I wonder how the...
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter, his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Not even the narrator. Is that a bit weird?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait, what was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
No!
Any lengths.
I was going to watch a movie with the bucket.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right?
Okay, but I can't see the bucket.
Won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
I can't see the bucket. No. Oh. But, yeah. But anyway, this has been the longest video I've recorded so far. It's already more than half an hour. But, I'll see how much I can cut down in post-production. But, anyway, yeah. Quite a lot of interesting endings with the bucket. 99% sure there's more endings with the bucket. I'm not sure if I close this game and reset it, whether it'll revert back to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe or the Stanley Parable 2. I hope it reverts back to the Stanley Parable 2 because there's so much more that I've yet to explore. But yeah, this game is a lot more than I thought it would be. So damn. I'll just end off with that. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch more of this, don't forget to subscribe, because trust me, I'll still be doing the Stanley Parable 2. And don't forget to leave a comment if you want, or if you don't want, like, dislike, I don't care. But either way, I'll hope to see you guys in the next video.